How should lingerie be classified? Is it fashion or something different? Well, when Julien Fournié gives it the haute couture treatment, it's hard to argue it's anything else. What to show and what to hide? It's a question that fashion grapples with continuously, and that's even more true of lingerie, which by definition reveals more than it covers. Take this collaboration between French label Lingerie and Parisian cabaret Crazy Horse. But increasingly glamour and seduction have to accommodate a new desire for comfort.
The real trend right now is high-waisted knickers and high G-strings. That's quite new.
How can we explain this new trend?
There's a desire there. We want to support, but we also want to feel less restricted, at least around the bust area. But as for the bum, it's absolutely about feeling supported, and there's a real desire for underwear to be seen. And that ties in with making real decisions about what we buy, a desire to make sure we're engaging in responsible consumption. So yes, today sexy rhymes with comfortable. It's the #1 thing women are looking for. She wants to be comfortable in her lingerie all day long and all night long. Being sexy comes second.
How then to make sure that comfort and sexiness can coexist?
There's been real progress in the fabrics used to make lingerie. I'm thinking specifically about lever's lace, which is lace that's made with special stretchy fibers.
And these exciting new materials aren't just for women. Men are increasingly keen to get in on the action.
Of course, all of this is linked to how we're now starting to speak about gender. We're drawing things differently. We're pushing the limits of what gender means. And that's really a great thing because it frees men from overly macho stereotypes. And it gives them a chance to be interested in materials, to be interested in what they buy. Today, men also want to look great. With all these movements, with all this interaction with social media, men also want to work on their image. They want to be aesthetically sure of themselves. They want to look good, and they want to seduce. I think it's wonderful that we can invite men into this female universe. And it's great for women to be open-minded too. Women, you should be interested in your man's wardrobe too. Get interested in all these sorts of products. And obviously, this type of thinking really helps new labels and their products get some real traction.
So what does sexy mean in the context of men's underwear?
We're used to seeing men's underpants that are rather dark, using very untransparent materials, often in cotton or rayon, fabrics that tend to be opaque. The real innovation is that these days we're using lace and embroidery for men's underwear, so there will be some transparency. It's going to be very different, markedly different from what we're used to seeing. That's what's really new for men.
But when it comes to the comms, male lingerie still isn't doing as well as its female counterpart, with women's underwear trading heavily on the idea of the eroticized female body, still for many shorthand for seduction, despite an established unease about the risks of potential objectification. At the start of the noughties, Canadian lingerie label Fortnite embarked on a project to subtly undermine the idea of the objectified female body, as it imagined underwear that wasn't only sexy, but that could also save lives. Fortnite no longer exists, but there's no shortage of new labels to take its place. Take, for example, the Underdays, a label born in London.
So Underdays basically was born out of our personal dissatisfaction with the industry. We felt strongly that there was a clear gap in the market in terms of women having to choose between either very boring-looking, bland-looking underwear or overly sexualized underwear.
So we're really trying to change the perception of a category and get women to expect better and to demand more and to just get way more from a category than they've ever got before.
Josie Natori, a Filipino-American designer who's worked in lingerie for the past 45 years, agrees.
When I started, it was, either it was like very trashy or it was very old-looking, traditional, right? To me, lingerie is really fashion, and to me, feeling good from the inside out is not, that is a must. That is really a must, and I truly believe that you can feel good from the inside out and also be comfortable. So the answer that you never have to sacrifice comfort for beauty. And that's why I'm very proud of our Natori lingerie, because it's glamorous, but it's comfortable, and to me, one doesn't have to be a substitute for the other, right? No compromise.
The story of lingerie is one of fashion, certainly, but it's also one that reflects an ever-shifting zeitgeist on gender, sexuality, and equality.